Okay, just a quick disclaimer here. Something was wrong with my cable company Thursday night. My internet was completely out and my cable was spotty, so if I miss a detail here and there, that's why. Anyway, was it my imagination or did this show kind of feel like it was on autopilot? It wasn't bad, but it didn't really feel like a go-home show either. I didn't even know this was a go-home show at first, and I'm not sure why I felt like this. Maybe it was a lack of excitement, maybe it was the Aces and Eights thing, which is really dragging this product down for me. But at any rate, we start off with Bobby Roode and the men with the best new ring gear in the business, the men who rock the fanny pack like no other tag team in wrestling, Bad Influence. They cut a funny promo for all the chodes in the audience and talk about, among other things, AJ Styles. AJ comes out, the heels all gang up on him, they get run off by James Storm and Jeff Hardy, which sets up the main event. A pretty good opening segment. AJ was not as good as the heels on the mic here, but it was a decent exchange and it hyped up his match with Daniels on Sunday pretty well. And I'd probably be more excited about that match if it involved someone else, but I really can't muster up any enthusiasm for AJ versus Daniels anymore. I just can't. Maybe that was the problem here. There was nothing wrong with this segment, but when it ended, I was like, whatever. And I don't like saying that. I don't. But that's what I've been pushed to. AJ versus Daniels has been done to death way too many times. I just don't care to see it anymore. Then we had our TV championship match with Devon challenging Samoa Joe for the title he never lost. You could probably guess how this one went. Devon wins after some floozies distract the referee and Doc nails Joe with a hammer. The match itself was dull. Just watching Joe, it was obvious his heart wasn't in this one. He didn't look motivated here. He obviously didn't give a crap about facing Devon, and why should he really? The Devon thing has not been working at all. Now Devon's got the TV title back, ending Joe's run with it, which had been the only interesting TV title run since AJ and Doug Williams were fighting over it. I'm not happy about this. It's stupid. I'm holding out hope that it leads to Magnus getting his revenge and taking the title from Devon, but who the hell really knows at this point? This push of Devon right now, I can't make any sense of it.
I will not participate in this charade this evening.
Then we had the knockouts. And I'll say this, it was very refreshing to see them get a promo segment for a change. They don't get too many of those. Mickey and Tara talk about their title match, the crowd is behind Mickey, and so am I. It's a match that we've seen many times before, but it is at least a good matchup to make. The promos were fine here, but the segment wasn't really about them. Suddenly, that familiar music hits, and oh look, Velvet Sky is back. Velvet comes out. You went a little overboard with the makeup there, Velvet. Taz and all the horny 12-year-olds watching this immediately pop boners so big that the buttons on their pants break off, and I wish I were dead. Velvet horns in on this segment, kind of disrespectfully if I'm being honest. She steals the spotlight from Mickey and Tara. She cuts an insincere-sounding babyface promo, putting over Brooke Hogan of all people. She steals Christian Cage's catchphrase, because that's what Velvet Sky's been missing, right? Not athleticism or wrestling ability, but a stolen catchphrase from a much more talented performer. And she says that 2013 is going to be the year that she becomes Knockout Champion again. Not if there's a God, Velvet.
Destination? Horror.
So we're supposed to be excited about this after Velvet received months and months and months of build-up last year, only to be immediately written off as a fluke champion who got lucky? Yeah, that'll work.
This whole show is ridiculous!
This segment was fine until Velvet showed up. They were trying to hype up one match, but then they shoehorn in someone else who really didn't belong there to tell us that this match means nothing because Velvet Sky's interminable, never-ending title aspirations are what they want us to focus on. As if that's going to lead to anything good. Wow, what a great way to shit all over your Knockouts title match this Sunday. Why not bring back Velvet after the match at Final Resolution? Or, God forbid, next Thursday when she won't be screwing up pay-per-view hype? Doing it this way just told us that Mickey versus Tara doesn't really matter, so why should I pay for that match now? As for Velvet Sky being back, you guys probably know what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say it. I wrote a column about how I felt about this. It'll be posted at tnaasylum.com on Tuesday. Suffice to say, I'm not surprised. Velvet is popular with casual fans, so we had to expect they'd bring her back if they could. but nothing's changed. She's still the same performer she was before, and if her past performances are any indication, this is going to be a whole lot of build-up for a really underwhelming payoff. Again. Haha! Dos Stereotypicos have a match with the Robbies, and there's really not much to say about it. The Robbies are piss poor, and Chavo and Hernandez are having an off night. There was some miscommunications there. The match is fairly short and instantly forgettable. What was not forgettable was what happened next. Joey Ryan comes out and cuts another hilarious promo. Everyone look at me! Pay attention to me! Look this way right now! Being so obvious that he was just trying to distract Tex-Mex so Matt Morgan could take them out from behind, that them actually falling for it made them look like complete jackasses. That was funny. Later on, the Faces cut a revenge promo that, by comparison, was pretty bad, and Chavo even got cut off mid-promo by Kurt Angle's entrance. His promo was so uninteresting that the production team had to cut away from it. Hopefully Ryan and Morgan will win the tag titles on Sunday. Really, I see no reason to keep putting the Faces over. It's no coincidence that they've been completely overshadowed by the teams they've feuded with. Bad Influence, now Ryan and Morgan. Compared to those guys, Tex-Mex just seem really bland. There's nothing dynamic about these two. They're boring. I mean, they're serviceable as a team, but their tag title run has just felt really dull because they keep getting shown up by teams that are just way more interesting than they are. Not counting the Robbies, of course. So, the Aces and Eights came into some money. They found some kind of financial backer, apparently. They also got a whole bunch of female companions. Where'd all these hookers come from? Did they buy them? Stay tuned on that one. They do Kurt Angle versus Doc. The match is just okay. It's a little sloppy, and it ends with a non-finish. The Aces and Eights showed up, as if we didn't see that coming. Wes Briscoe and Garrett Bischoff walk to the ring, while Samoa Joe runs to the ring to even the odds, and they make an 8-man tag for this Sunday. Maybe we'll see Wes Briscoe turn in that match, maybe we won't, but I'm really not interested in this unless someone gets unmasked. And while I'm on the subject, I have to say, I'm not digging Doc right now. I don't get it with him yet. I've been unimpressed with his wrestling so far. He's not much more than a generic brawler. He seems like he only has one facial expression. I don't see anything really special about his look. I mean, hell, he looks like Steve Austin with Down syndrome. Can he cut a good promo? Beats me. He hardly ever talks. And yet supposedly TNA are really high on this guy, and I just don't get it. Maybe they're seeing something that I'm not. I guess it's possible, but I'm sorry, I never really saw what was so special about Luke Gallows, and I still don't. Then we had an X Division #1 contenders match with Zema Ion, Kenny King, yes! And Kid Cash. The match is a lot of fun. Kenny King wins, so he gets the title shot at Final Resolution.
Yes! 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 Yes!
And am I happy about that? You bet your ass I'm happy about that. And I would really, really like to think that this was about more than just lining up a pay-per-view opponent for Bob Van Dam. Unfortunately, I really can't. They cut from backstage, and all three guys are already in the ring. None of them even get their entrances shown. You basically gave them the jobber treatment, so right there, you just showed us that these guys don't matter. Kenny King didn't even get a post-match promo or anything. So, Kenny King mark that I am, I really wish I felt more excited about this, but with the way they presented this match, I just feel like he's going to get fed to Van Dam on Sunday, and that'll be it. And that's a damn shame, because given Kenny King's history with Jerry Lynn, there's enough there that him and Van Dam could have an interesting feud. I mean, hell, I'd say that's easily the most interesting X Division feud you could do right now. I mean, fingers crossed, but I just don't have a lot of faith that the writers will take advantage of it. A couple times during this episode, they aired this really cryptic video package promising that some kind of reckoning was coming for someone on January 3rd. It's probably Sting again. I really couldn't care less. Please stay off my TV, Sting.
It's not the 90s anymore, and nobody wants to see you in spandex.
Then came my favorite part of the show. Bully Ray comes out to basically hold Impact hostage until he gets a match with Austin Aries. A match that he wants, Aries wants, the fans want, but which Hogan refuses to book, even though he doesn't have a full card for the pay-per-view yet. Now you figure that one out. The story is that Hogan is really pissed off about all the orgasms that Bully Ray has been giving his daughter, and he's not thinking clearly because he's confusing business with personal. And honestly, that really doesn't make a damn bit of sense. I would think that, all things considered, Hogan would relish the thought of Bully and Aries beating the living piss out of each other. I mean, that'd be like killing two birds with one stone. But apparently not. Apparently, Hogan would rather not book the match that the face, the heel, and the fans all want, presumably for no other reason than to just be a dick.
You're nothing but a selfish prick!
Eventually, Brooke does get him to make the match, but all that deliberation on Hogan's part was just stupid. But if you take that part out, I love this segment, just because of the way Austin Aries and Bully Ray played off each other. And just the potential for promos that we could get between these two guys is why I like this feud. In fact, I don't know what was more hilarious. Aries having fun with Bully outside the ring, Aries egging on Bully and Hogan. Fight, 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 fight. Or Hogan hysterically, pathetically threatening to kick Bully Ray's ass. Are you fucking kidding me, Hogan? You're gonna kick Bully Ray's ass? You? Really? Come on, old man. Who the hell are you trying to fool?
I'm laughing at you.
So then we have our six-man tag main event. The match is okay, though probably not as good as it should have been given the people involved. AJ is not on the same page with Storm and Hardy, which is played up throughout the match, but the faces end up winning anyway. Which I hope means Daniels is going to beat AJ on Sunday, but I'm not optimistic. This AJ-style storyline is interesting, but given the nature of it, it kind of seems like he should be losing more than he is right now. Am I wrong? Then the Aces and Eights laid out Jeff Hardy, and we find out that Bobby Roode was the one who bankrolled them earlier, which was a nice way to make Roode look devious. I still don't think there's a chance in hell that Hardy loses on Sunday, but that was a pretty cool twist. Although I'm pretty sure the Aces and Eights attacked Roode a few months ago, but whatever. This could have been a better go-home show, but it wasn't a bad impact, not really. That said, I felt kind of blasé about it. Maybe it's because I'm not that psyched for Final Resolution, because I know they're probably just going to save their best stuff for Genesis. Maybe it's because I really want this Aces and Eights thing to just get to the damn point already. Maybe it's progressing and maybe it's not. Without some kind of hint as to what the goal of the whole thing is, we really don't know. Maybe the West Briscoe thing will lead up to that. I'm going out tonight. I need money. Where is it? Money? Where's my money, you mean? You spent it all, remember? You emptied my bank account, blew it at the strip club, and now I'm broke. Really? I'm the one who blew all your money at the strip club? Are you sure that wasn't you treating all your Aces and Eights buddies? No, I just went over this. They got that money from Roode. Oh, bullshit! Roode couldn't have paid for all those hookers himself. He's not the champ anymore. He doesn't have that kind of money. That just leaves you. You're really reaching now. Am I? Yeah. We'll see. And tell your boy Briscoe I'll be watching him like a hawk this Sunday. He's not my boy.